How's it going, everybody? Thanks so much for tuning into today's Freedom Uncensored. Although this is, I guess, episode number 2, I do want to see where we can start off. So I guess the starting point would be, I'm from LA. This would be mainly focused on homelessness, Palisades, fire aid, and corruption within the city, because who doesn't want to talk about corruption in the city? And so yet, I would highly recommend to follow or subscribe whatever platform you're watching on. Please make sure to comment down below and give it a like, share it around. Let's keep the truth going and let's stay uncensored. Some of these programs don't even need that much money. A lot of it as hygiene, food, funding for transportation for the homeless, a lot of medical centers, a lot of resources for anonymous alcoholics. All of this doesn't have to do with money. All of this mainly focuses on people willing to go out there, help relocate the homeless, help bring the resources to them, and then discuss it and move forward. A lot of times, even like these fundings have way too much money. There's no reason why they should be having these amounts and quantities of money. It's just being used as a form for the government to put money in, put money out, and nobody questions it. Even the LAHSA, the LA Homeless Services Authority, has filed lawsuits against the city and even programs that are supposed to be delivering, but they're not, because even throughout these lawsuits they're getting delayed because the city doesn't want to be upcoming and truthful about the issue. Honestly, on my scope, one of the biggest forms that I have seen the records showing that the money is moving around is on salaries and benefits. The reason why the salaries are going up so much for the people working in this area is because the funding needs to go somewhere. You can't have money just frozen on an account. That's what makes the economy of the city just drop by millions. So a lot of the funding usually ends up going towards salary increases or benefits, or it ends up being relocated to project focuses and funding for up and new coming solutions for what should have already been done. And when you start relocating the homeless, it starts off with the city saying, let's do this, let's go on a plan to clean out street A, and they go in, relocate the homeless, or tell them, hey, you can't be here, you gotta move, and they call the cops come and say, hey, you guys gotta get out of the way of the city. So what happens? The homeless see, okay, they're tearing everything down, let's just pack our stuff and move on to street B. The homeless then migrate from one street to another, and the city says, hey, we cleaned street A, but now we gotta clean street B. So then the homeless see that again, the cops come again, everybody's getting paid, and the homeless say, okay, they're cleaning street B, let me move to street C. And it's an ongoing paradox of events that nobody is really saying, let's put an end to it, let's cut it here, let's circle the area, let's make sure nobody else can keep expanding or moving around, let's go in there and tell them, let's go into a shelter home, or let's give them the resources, and everybody's just circling back on this never-ending paradox of event. Honestly, a fundamental crisis that they're not even considering at the moment is how many homeless are there actually in Los Angeles. In a city with over 4 million residents, you can't keep track of every homeless person or unhoused person because they're not doing it through individuals, they're doing it through tents. Honestly, I think somebody that has lived their whole life in LA and somebody who has grown up here, I think it is appropriate to start off by mentioning the homeless crisis we have in the city today. Not to mention the drug addicts out on the street and the issues of unsafe and unclean streets that comes with that. I think this is a great opening. I think this would be an awesome discussion to make a larger episode on. But let me know your thoughts. Make sure to comment down below. Let me know what you would like to talk about next. And this series is open to anything. We're uncensored. So let me know if you want to talk about. There's so many things that go around that we aren't focusing or prioritizing. Thank you for watching Freedom Uncensored. Make sure to check our page on Rumble where everything is open for conversation.